Welcome back to Captain of Industry. This is episode 27, and today I decided I don't want to bore you, and I actually did some stuff off cam. We had some water problems on the farm. Let's start there. So I think this one those we placed last episode. I added some more here. Because, as you maybe can see, I also did some digging and some tree removing. Yeah, and as you already saw, I started flattening here so we can actually build something here. That's actually what I'm trying to do right now, just flattening all of this, but it's just boring for the video, so I decided to not, or to do it less, or just do stuff off cam. What I also did is I stopped the household good consumption because we are very good on Unity. There's no real reason to have more Unity, and it's using quite a lot of glass. So as you can see, we are not fast enough to produce glass. I think we put the second one here last episode, but in between I tried to get more saplings out of it because I almost ran out of saplings because, well, I wasn't yet farming from the island and we were making rocking chairs. So we were quite low on wood. Now it looks good again, but I think we're not yet like so good in wood and glass and everything that we can afford to make household goods. The fuel and everything is working quite well, I think, and also this stuff here is working quite well. We are very full on eggs, so I'm not actually sure if we are getting... Yes, we are still getting the chicken carcasses, so that's good. But we are very full on the chicken. Or are we getting those? Like if I pause this one, are we getting anything from here? Or no? Okay, it seems like we are. So that's good. Because, yeah, we are not... Well, we are actually quite well on meat too. That's great. We also do have some fruit. Not always, but we do have some. We are quite good. And also regarding our research, we unlocked cargo depot 3 and 4, and we also unlocked the largest storage we have in the game so far, if I got that correctly, and mega vehicles, and also the conveyor belts and stuff. So we are doing quite well. And yeah, I'm still digging here. And I will report back once I'm done here, and then we'll have to search for something else to do besides digging. I just love terraforming, so yeah, we'll see. See you later. And there we go. Oh, I need to take down the speed again. But we are basically finished. It's not quite yet fully leveled, but it's pretty good. Of course, we dumped an enormous amount of dirt in here. If we look at... I don't know if... Yeah, do you see this profile? This is basically all dirt. Because, like, the ground was like something like this here. And we made with stone like this dam here. And then backfilled all of it with dirt. Because there was way more dirt. Also, of course, from here. And there is stone is coming from here. Which is being dumped from this one. Which I also put down, forward a little more. Let's maybe actually do 13. Let's not go too far. And then we'll turn it around and make it go this way. And we will also have to start filling in here again, of course. But let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if there are actually other trucks from here. They're but mostly doing stone now. But of course we want to have this mined, and then we'll also start to mine here. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna mine all of it, because there's also those mountains that are quite, well, technically, no, there's not really a way of like getting rid of those mountains. That's gonna take forever and take an enormous amount of fuel, which we don't have yet. But still, I think this is pretty good here. Let's also take this one and make it a little bigger so we can get those there down, and then we could start just digging a little bit more here on this side, something like this. Get rid of, yeah, something like this. Get rid of all those parts. That means we have to, nope, it's the wrong one, right? No, this one. Edit area, and we'll bring it over here. Yeah, so all those will go there, mine there a little bit more. I will not babysit it anymore, except I will have to make a dumping area for, yeah, I think I will just tell him, or yeah, I will just tell this tower that you can also dump rock. So basically you well, no, rock we want to be dumping here, I think. But, or the rock that we do have to dump with trucks, we want to dump here. But for now, we can also just dump dirt here. I think that is fine. Can they drive down here? Should. Okay. Sand is full, so they don't have anything to do. There's a lot of space that is free now here. That's also good for designing stuff. So let's actually design stuff, I think. Well, we can't actually make glass. I wanted to do it in the last episode to bring glass, but we actually didn't. Yeah. So, but what I want to do here, I want to start some, not, well, I'm maybe going to make it blueprint into blueprints, but basically I would love to have the arc furnace too, but we don't have that one yet. Let's maybe see how much, wait, what is something we, yeah, we could definitely start making a blueprint for, I would like an expandable blueprint for concrete. Not that we are gonna build it directly, but yeah. If you're interested in me streaming the design process in like a sandbox or something, we could also do that, maybe. So if you would enjoy that, please tell me in the comments. Then we do have Concrete Mixer 2, but there's also Concrete Mixer 3, isn't there? There was a Concrete Mixer 3. Yeah, that's my problem. I'm always like thinking, well, we can make it better later. So why bother doing it now? Nuclear locomotive? Wasn't there another, even better mixer? Not mixer, another... Wait. Concrete mixer. Wasn't there a concrete mixer 3? At some point? I'm pretty sure there was. Yes, here. There's a concrete mixer 3. So that also doesn't make any sense to make concrete right now if we can make it later better. Because I want to try and get some stuff. But we definitely could... No, we can't because of arc furnace. So we are gonna... I'm gonna wait for CO2 recycling so we can actually get the graphite from our carbon dioxide here, which we are just venting right now. That would be good because then we don't need to waste coal to do that here. And we can take this out, and we also don't have to dump sour water. So we will make a blueprint for CO2 recycling. We have everything for that. We do have basically the best belts. We do have storage. We will make the CO2 recycling. So yeah, that's what we are going to do today. I will keep digging here. I will wait for CO2 recycling to finish and I will be back. And there we go, CO2 recycling is done. Now let's actually think about how this should look. Let's actually build it over here because I think we want to make this like endgame. And endgame means we also want to have an overflow with gas injection pumps and seawater and everything, like everything. So yeah, let's get started with the CO2 scrubbing, or whatever it's called, the exact one. So in a chemical plant, you can turn carbon dioxide into graphite. Now, yeah, let's try and do that. It's probably in waste management. No, it's not. It's in chemical plant. I can just take it from here. Carbon dioxide, and we can make it into here. Okay, so I don't like this on this ground here to there, but let's start building it here. So what are the inputs? So you take carbon dioxide in and you put graphite out. Now what is our biggest pipe we do have? We do have this one. It's 900 and it's 900, which is big, by the way. Okay, so 900 divided by 144 means we need 7 or 6.25 of those chemical plants. So that would mean a setup like, like this. That's a large setup. And a 7th one here. Do we want to have it like this, or do we want to... Well, we probably will have a unit storage. One of those two. Probably eventually we want to have this one. So we can put this one here. That could work. Or we try to do it differently. We can also take this away and do something like this. And then this here. That would work too. Or here. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I kind of like this. So we'll have a big input pipe. Well, I would like it if it doesn't get too wide. So wait, you would go to here. Now we have to think about, we definitely have to think about throughput. So 140, how many can you, what are you, 450? So this means for 50 you can have a maximum of 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then from here on we have, so up to here we have to take that one, and then from here we can take the other one, if I'm correct. So we'll go like this, like this, like this, like this. By the way, this system here is a very people maintenance, basically everything intensive process. It's also it also does use power. This is not a thing, or not a fun little. So let's go back to 144. What do we? This uses a lot of materials. That's what I want to say, and yeah, we'll not be able to build and operate the whole thing instantly. Yeah, let's go back to this, and then we can take you and we can bring you here and you here. And this is basically a graphite thing. Now if you are doing, So we take 900. That's the maximum amount of CO2 we can scrub. 900 divided by 144. 144 is this those 6.25, and now it's 6.25 times 6 times 6. That means 37.5 graphite per month. That's a lot. But it's not that much. So we can actually take this one. And we can probably do something like, wait, we could do something like this. Can we not? We can make the footprint smaller. We could also make the footprint of this smaller. I just noticed. If we take you out here, we should be able to put you like this. And same goes for those. Because now that I'm actually, well, you always told me that I'm doing everything very messy. That's also what I myself think that I was doing so far, and now we need to change this a little bit. Yeah, because I've been playing this game for a while now, and it's kind of just everything was messy. Can we make this like this? And we can actually take you and like we could do something like this. Now we will have to put you somewhere. Well, we can do something like, or we could do something like this, but then this whole thing gets long. But I rather have it long because also like glass and that stuff. Yeah, it's a very long blueprint. And we can actually move you one over like this, and then we will bring we'll take you and we'll connect you instantly here. We'll connect you to here, and then what do we need to, is it F? Yes. Then we'll take you to here, you to here. Why are those now not connected? And they seem like they are not is this one connected? That's the question. Yes, they are connected, so that I think it's good. It works like this. And then we'll take you along here with our port avoidance, and we'll make you graphite. I will not set anything here. They are important that they are without an export. Now, do they need anything else? Well, they need power, they need maintenance, and they need people. But basically that's it. If everything is working as it should, then this is what this system should do. Now, if not, then we have a problem. So we will also bring in, well, if we take this and we put it over this really ugly underground, which is sandstone, then we can actually, where is it? Waste? Is it here? We can scrub the exhaust. That's another system we will build. But we can actually inject excess CO2 into the ground. Now, if we wanted to put 900 into the ground, we will not set the system up for 900 into the ground. Then we would need 12 of those. Which would mean 3 rows of this. Well, actually, it's not a bad idea. It's just Well, it technically would make sense to set the system up to be able to handle this. I'm just not very... Or I don't like the idea of having to build this here. Or, no, I'm not excited of the idea of 12 of those running. No, it's actually 12.5. So, no, we are not going to do this. So, what we are going to do with the system here, we are making carbon, graphite, I mean, and the excess will go somewhere else. So this is a system. I will place it here. Now, you also saw the exhaust scrubbing system. Can we put CO2 into tanks? We can actually. Well, what we could do is we could put a small tank here just to control and see when we are overflowing, when we have too much, basically. But we don't really need that. So this is a system. We'll make this the input port, and then carbon will come out somewhere. We could put it as an output port with a very, well, actually it's not, doesn't it need to be a very fast connector. So basically it will be like this. No, like this. And then go up once. Can we go? No. So you have to have... Yes, like this. And then you will go out here, basically. Or we put you here and bring you back down. Yes, that will be the graphite. Okay, so that's a nice graphite blueprint. Let's make sure we get some other ways. So exhaust scrubber. Where do we get exhaust? Will we get exhaust somewhere? Well, if we make coal, which we eventually maybe will do, then we will get exhaust. We get exhaust from basic distiller, which we won't use anymore. I don't think we get exhaust with an arc furnace, right? Oh, you do. If you are doing if you are recycling iron scrap, or you always get some exhaust. So that's why we need a system for exhaust scrubbing. Yes. Is there something else? Of course, all the boilers. Diesel generators, we won't use those. And incineration plants. So yes, there's a lot of stuff. Also polymerization plant. There's a lot of stuff which makes exhaust. And we do have 3 options of disposing it. We can vent it. We can scrub it with water to get sulfur. Or we can scrub it with limestone to have double the throughput. And what is the benefit? Oh, and we don't get air pollution, we just get slag. So yes, we will use this recipe here. So this is a new blueprint. So 480, that's actually a lot. So 900 divided by 480 means we need... Is it 480? So can we make it 1800? Then it's 3.5 and 2700. I'm searching for like a number where the ratios are actually, or what would that be? 3,200? No, 4,100. Wait, times 1, times 2, times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we could put 8 900 pipes, but that's just too much. And then the ratios would be like perfect with 8 pipes and 15 of those. So no, that's not something I want to do. So then let's take another. What are our pipes? 900, 200. Well, we also need to provide water for this system. Is there something else we are limited in, basically? We are limited by slag and sulfur. Well, 60 divided by 12, that would be 5. And what is the next bigger one? 200. 200 divided by 12, that's... Oh, that would be more than 15. Okay. Oh, and this makes CO2, which we can then feed in here. Yeah. Let's then just take like 4. Which would then be... Wait, those are 900, right? So 900 means 900 divided by 480 is 1.88. So we need more than 2, right? Did I calculate this here right? So if I have 7 times 144, 7 times 144, that's more, so that's good. And if I take 2 times 480, oh yeah, so that makes sense. So we need 2 of those per we need 2 of those per big pipe, basically. What is this? Or we actually build it for like 480 times 15 is 7,200 divided by 900 divided by 900, which would be exactly 8. So do we want to figure this thing out for 900 or for 8 big pipes? That would make sense. That kind of would make sense, actually. So one. Now we have to pay attention how we do this. We probably something like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, yeah, and then later we'll rotate it. How will we do it? So basically we can just... So this is 8. 8 plus... What is 7? So yeah, that's a large blueprint. Or we will just bring it all the way around. So let's think about how we will deal with all that stuff. If we have 15... So we imagine that we do have enough of everything. Let's also maybe set it up so... No, we don't want any air pollution. We can't deal with air pollution. So we won't have that set up. So we'll take this and we'll apply those for all of those. Now let's think about how we want to do this. So in comes the large pipes. Let's actually maybe do it like this. We go up 1, so we have 1 big pipe, 2 big pipes. We have 3 big pipes, 4 big pipes, And that means there are 8 big pipe, 4, and then we have the, and we could connect them up into the scrubbers with, also with large pipes. That's also an expensive one. And then we have another, that's more than we will ever need. That's kind of overkill. Isn't there a nicer ratio for exhaust? That is kind of annoying me right now. Is the smallest, I don't know how to say it in English. I will Google it real quick. For 480 and 900. 480, 900 is 7,200. So yes, so that would be the only perfect input ratio build we could do, but it's absolutely overkill. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not. Well, we can set it up for like 4. I think that does make sense. So 4 times 900 times 900 divided by 480. Yeah, that's 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll not do the rest. So this is 8. That does make sense. And then we take this, and we can always just double the build, or almost double the build, and we'll have quite good ratios. So you will go the top one. Now always this one is always the input for the exhaust, and the other one is for water. So you are going there. And now can we put, oh no, the 2 of those are always the now we have to think about this. So this does have, so we will connect this one. No, we'll connect this one and this one to this, right? Because we want, if this one is coming in full, it will fill this up, it will fill this one up. Yeah. And then we'll connect this one up here, and this one up here, and nope, wait, let's make it clean. So we'll connect this one. We'll connect this one here and this one here. And then we have to, is that correct? Let me figure this out. So we'll always have to have 2. We always only can have 2 connections. So those 2 have those. This pipe has this one and this one. So you will have here and a connection here. You will have, now there's 2 connections on this one. So you will only have this connection. Wait, if we start from here, there's 420 left in this one. So we'll bring the 420 in, and we can delete this one. And this means those are fully served, but you will need to fill up like a little bit more. You will fill up like 60 more, and then there's 900 minus 60 in this one, right? Because there's, wait, there's 900, so, oh god, this is confusing me a lot. So 480 times 2 minus 90, no, minus what, 900, yeah, so this means 60. So 900 minus 60 is in this pipe. 900 minus 60, so 800. So you will definitely connect here. And then we need to subtract minus 480. So 360 is still in this pipe. This one can go. This one, not this one. The pipe can go. So 360 is still in this one. And so 360 will go in here. 360 will go in here. So 480 minus 360 minus 360 will be 120. That is left. No. Okay, I think I figured it out. Now here, let's. Do we have a 240? This is 450. Yeah, we can actually. Well, so I just want to put one piece here. So because the third one is always going to be water. So this one is an additional input pipe. I will tell you what capacity. So this one will or could need 240 additional exhaust that we are not getting from those 4 pipes. I wrote it down for me, but yeah. So I'm basically made a spreadsheet, or like I just made notes on my on a paper and just put all the numbers in. So we got 900, 900, 900, and then we basically only get like when we are here, we basically get 60 in this pipe. So we could actually downscale this. Right? No. Wait, so we get basically what we do. We get 480 here in this pipe. We get an additional 420 here. So we need 60 from here. So this one we could actually go down. I don't think I will do it, just because I'm scared I'm going to do a mistake. Then we have like 480, 900, 900, and we take, 840, 900, 900, and we take 480 away again. So we do have 360 on this one left. So then we have 360 on this left, which means we need to get 120. Is this number 4? Yes, so we need 120 from this. I wrote it down correctly, but I did not yet connect a pipe there. So we take 120 and 480. So that means we have 780 and 900 in those pipes. 780 minus 480, which goes into 5, means we have 300 left. 300 left, 900. So we put the 300 in here, and we take 180 others, 180 from the top pipe, which means we have 720 here, and 720 minus 480 is 240, and we put the 240 in here, which means we could have an additional capacity of 240 in here. I know, very, 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 very complicated. My brain is smoking right now. Okay, so this is how this goes. Now we need to think about water. So we do have, to be honest, I'm actually thinking about expanding it, so we can actually get like, so we can have the full capacity one. No, I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. Next time I will just take basically this thing again. If I ever want to expand, I will just take this again. I will build it again, and I will connect this pipe to this here, and then that should be fine. So yeah, but we are calculating for 84 water in here. So that is, how many is this? This is 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. So that is 8, which means 8 times 48. 8 times 48 is okay, so 385 basically. So we need a 450 pipe going along the bottom here and providing water. So we take water in there. No, I told we are gonna do it in the third slot. I'm sorry, I have to change that now. And that is very ugly, so we're not gonna do that. Because, yeah, usually I play very OCD-like, and I didn't do that yet in this playthrough, so yeah, it's time to lock in. It's very much time to lock in. I also paused the game because this took me way too long. Let's see. But I do have the time right now, so that's very nice. Like this. So this will be water. And so we take quite a lot of water in here, and we need some limestone in, which means, and this is probably why I shouldn't have put it down there. Where is the limestone is coming in here. Can we feed everything on this side? We should probably also do it on this side, if I'm honest. Well, we could have put it... We can basically put it through here, except here, which is annoying. So let me figure it out. I think we'll put this one. We'll put the water pipe here. Yes, we'll do this, and we'll do this, and we'll get rid of this one. And we'll connect... What was that? And we'll connect those... Okay, wait, like this. And we'll get rid of you, 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 get rid of you. Which then means we should be able... And we should also get rid of you, of course. And then we can connect it up like this. Oh, that's also very ugly. So let's take the pipe and move it one, and let's move it one over like this, and we'll connect them here. And now we can connect it here to here. We also could have put it on the top. That would have saved some space. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's get rid of it here. Let's do something like this, and then we'll go up one. Can I get, please, highest? And disable snapping. Then we'll bring you over here. So you are going to be water intake. So you just have to be full with water. And I'm actually thinking about putting a tank here. Also for the limestone. But it is already a long blueprint. So, well, we will figure it out in a second. So this is water, and we'll connect it up like... or like this. And 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 like this. And... well, I think we have to get rid of this one. And of this. Now, is this a 450 one? We could actually downscale those, because I know I'm very, very sure that we won't have more water in here. So let's downscale those. That also is clearly signing us that this top pipe will be water. Yes, I think that's a very good idea. And yes, this also visually shows us that it's So let's also downgrade this one and downgrade this one, which then means 60/60 is 120. So you are still doing, so you can do this one 120, 180 can still go into this one, and then we need to have the bigger one. Something like this. So this is a very clean build. Now let's see, limestone. Now that is the fun part. So 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 times 8. 9 times 8 is 72. That is stupid. Why? So we need this one. And I think we need it here. Oh no, we can actually put it. We can put this one on the bottom. Because, well, we will bring this one in. The question is how. No. We will put it here. And because we have to bring slag out. So what I'm thinking. Let me explain. So my thinking is we will bring this one out here. And then from here we can go up, right? So we can go up to here. So this is the slag line. And then we want to have the, so we want to have the stuff coming in here. The, what is it? The sandstone will go. Can we just not care about this? Oh no, we can't. Okay. So yeah, we have to bring the sandstone in here. And again, we will have to figure out where we can use which. So I think all of them will have. So we do have, so we do have 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 36. So from here on, we can basically go with those. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 9. So this works. And we'll put you on a lower level like this. And we'll also, of course, put you here. And then we'll put you here. And we'll put you here. We'll put you here. Now, because I decided that I will never expand it, I will just duplicate it if needed and connect it up to this one here. There's not really an issue with doing it like this, so that's perfect. Slag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slag. So it's basically the exact same thing, just the other way around. So we take this one. And wait, we have to place it. And then we take it again. We lift it up once. And then we have to rotate it, I think, into this direction, into this direction, and into this direction. So that this is slag. And we'll have to have a U-shaped connector like this. Right? And then we can take this one and we can. Why is this connector here? Can we get rid of you? Oh, I know why it is there. Like this. Okay, so this should work. And now you are a too high level. And you are a 60. Okay, so now we will bring those like this. And nope. We want to take you and we'll bring you in like this. And we can get rid of you. So this is bringing out slag. Now we still are getting, wow, we are getting a lot of sulfur from this. And we also have to worry about water. That's probably the next thing we are going to design if this is working. Yeah, that's a lot of sulfur. What can you do with sulfur? That is like, where do you need it in those huge... Well, for acid, makes sense. We can make it into slag and fertilizer 2. Okay, yeah, well, fertilizer 2 and tofu is actually a thing. But it doesn't use it a lot. And rubber, yeah. Okay, so there's a few use cases. That's fine. So we have to bring out carbon dioxide, a lot of carbon dioxide. Actually, I'm thinking about just putting the system into this system, and build an additional one for another. Because this is, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Why am I counting it every time? 8 times 192. That's 1,536 carbon dioxide. That's basically 2 of those plants. Just saying. We definitely have to think about this. So, how much can they eat? What if we divide that? 1536. 1536 divided by 144. So that means 11 of those. Well, will we just build multiple of those, or will we do something else? Let's also... We don't care that much about space. I want to be able to put another pipe into this one to actually use it to 100%. So yes, please do this and please do this. So we can have another pipe which brings in additional one into additional CO2 into this one, because this one isn't fully utilized. Yes, so also just to note this, we can have some more into, how can I, like this? Yeah, probably. I will just put it in like this for now. Nope, that's ugly, but oh, I have a better idea. So I will do this, and this is 200. I will take a 200 pipe, like this. That works. So yeah, we'll have to have like two of those, almost 2 of those plants, just to support one of those. So times 2. So we need 22 chemical plants if we will ever double this. Okay. But yeah, so we will take, so this is 192. So 192 or 900 divided 192. So this means 1, 2, 3, 5. Wait. 900 divided. Yeah. So this means we can easily support 4, but then we need a 5th. With the 5th one, this one needs to be connected to 2 pipes. So we'll have sulfur. So basically what we will do again, we'll take 2 large pipes, I think. Because 1.5 actually... Wait. 192 times 8 is 153. So we cannot use this one and this one. We need to use 2 of those. So what I will do is I will go up 2 and I will bring it back from here. Like this. So this is the first exhaust pipe. And you will... And then there's a second one Let's not worry about where it starts and ends for now. Until here. And now again, we can take 1, 2, 3, 4. We can take 4. And with the 5th one, we need to have a connection to 2 pipes. So this you need to connect up here. And you also need to connect up here. So it actually works. Like this. And then all of you. And now can we actually also make this like 200 pipes? It's still 450, 200. Can we make this for all of them? And also this one. Well, we have to make sure that it's gonna be enough, but like, can we take it for those? So we'll take you. Can we actually go from here? Okay, that doesn't change anything. So we'll do this, and we'll do this. And then we will downgrade you to a level 2. Like this. And now we have, we have 200, and then from here on we have to have 450, and then from here on we have to go with the large one. I think that should at least work. And same goes here. So we'll have those, and then we need 450. And then from here on we need the larger one. But still, this one doesn't need to be... Yeah, this one works. And then we can take you here. And you here. And now we also need the steam output. Now it is low pressure steam. So what I'm thinking... what I'm thinking is we can make water from low pressure steam. And it's actually quite a good ratio. Yeah, it's actually one of the best ratios. I think this one is a little bit... No, this is 1:1. Yeah, this is more than 1:1. So we could put it in low pressure turbines to make power, and then put it in thermal desalinators to make water. But it's a lot of thermal desalinators. Wait, let's think about this. We don't have the vacuum one yet. It's here. Or we just, for now, just pipe it out, as we do with everything, and we then... Yeah, I actually kind of like that idea. So we take the steam. How much steam is it? Because I think also the arc furnaces, they also make low pressure steam. So we can combine all that stuff and then centralize whatever we do with it. Even though pipes cost a lot of maintenance, but it just looks very clean. So this is 48 times 8. This is 400, so we are good with the 450 pipe again. So we can do this 450, and then at some point we would be able to go down. Wait, we can think about that in a second. So we can go down to this. So this is 50, then this is So this is 100, so that's still fine. And then this is 150, so we can also go down. And then this is probably 200. We could probably go down one with this one, but I'm fine. And then 8 times 12 sulfur. 8 times 12 is 100 sulfur. So we have to get this conveyor, and we'll get it in here. And we'll put it along here. Now again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 could actually probably be fine with... They can probably be fine with this one. And then this one will have... This one would actually have 60. And yeah, but I don't want to risk anything there. So I will do this here. And we also have to connect slag here. I think that's this one. Yes. And can we then actually maybe put another one here and maybe actually expand all of them? Is this one a smaller pipe now? Yes. Okay, so we take this, and also here we just take a slice and we put it here. And same here, we take a slice and we put one here. So then this is sulfur. And so we did take care of everything, did we? Well, we have to connect everything, but then so we can put you here. Can put you here, and we can put you here. So yeah, so those two things here are two systems where we can scrap CO2 and exhaust, and I think they will come in handy in the future. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this episode too, even though I think I lost track of time, so I think it was a little bit longer. If it was shorter, that's also fine. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, maybe subscribe so we can reach 1,000 subscribers soon. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.